I went to the VEP program in 2018 graduate, and I went there in hopes of getting in knowledge on how to open a fitness studio. I have a couple of personal training certificates, and part of it was with my master's as in exercise science. So I thought, well, it'd be kind of neat to open a fitness studio. And actually, the idea for the Nottoway was kind of born during class while I was there. I was just at the end of my first, in July of 2018 when I went, I was just at the end of my first total shoulder replacement. So I have, for what it's worth, I have both shoulders have been replaced, both hips and a cage. So I've kind of dealt with a lot of joint and muscle pain over the years. And I remember sitting in class and listening, and I don't know how it happened. I actually still have my notebook from VEP. I keep it with me. But so it's never far from me. But in here, I have my original drawings that I took in one of those days. And that from that class where the idea was born, my first sales took place in 2020. But because of VEP and the connections that I made in VEP, I met people there who connected me with other people who could help me get that business started. So in reality, without the Veterans Entrepreneurship Program, there is no Haus Industries. It would still be a pipe dream. Right now, it's just Nottoway. So once this really takes off, I do have a deal in works with Meijer Corporation, the Meijer stores, and hopefully some other places, knock on wood, as time moves on. But I realize that starting a business is a marathon. It's not a sprint. So right now I only have the one product. But like I said, I have other ideas once this takes off and I can fund it. So I sell it locally. I live in Upper Michigan, so there are places throughout the Upper Peninsula that carry it, in the Houghton area, Houghton Hancock area where I live, also in the Marquette, Michigan area. I do sell it on a couple of different websites. One of them is jane.com. And I have other stores out in Washington State are carrying it. And again, I'm working on some other wholesale deals. But my website, by the end of this week, I have a website. It's called trynottoway.com. You'll be able to buy direct from the website as well.
Okay. Awesome.
But it is a great tool for not only athletes, but for anybody who deals, like with myself, with any sort of constant muscle or joint pain or needs help with increasing range of motion. Again, thanks to my connections with the VEP program, I talked to Dr. Butler, who has been amazing. Now, again, I've been out 3 years, and this is one thing I love about VEP is once you graduate, you're still part of the family. So between Bill and Frank and having some phone conversations, but basically just laying it out to Frank, I talked to Dr. Butler and I said, hey, do you know anybody in the athletic department who I might be able to talk to? And he connected me to the right people. So, I don't know anywhere else. If I contacted my other colleges that I graduated and spent a lot of money at, they would probably be, who are you and what are you doing here? We've already done what we can with you, but VEP still 3 years later reaches out and is always answered and been willing to help. So
Awesome.
the players will be using it for prehab. So like workups, warm-ups, cool downs, that kind of stuff, rehab, and then basically just any sort of relief of general muscle tension. It's a great non-invasive way to sort of do some self-care, muscle relaxing and muscle massage, as well as help get people back playing whatever their sport is quicker. It's not just the instructors. There's a lot of grads who I've reached out to, and mostly for support and whatnot, but we all still have a way to contact each other and keep in touch through group, emails and whatnot. And if there are any questions, I know they're there to help, because there's a lot. I didn't have any business. I mean, I have, I teach physical education and I have a social studies degree. So business was not my biggest thing when I got started, but there's a lot of, basically what I'm getting at is there was a lot of smart people in my class. So I feel very comfortable in asking them any questions and getting the help that I need. So enjoy the challenges. like I said, my idea started in 2018, and it went from realistically a drawing in a book to, finding the right people, to trying to figure out how to fund it. Look I'll show you this right here. This is my original concept still. I keep it with me wherever I go. Sorry, I got the fan on. But that's kind of how it started. But it's not, it's not for the faint of heart. It really is a testament to how much, up where I live, they call it sisu. There's a lot of Finnish people up here. Sisu is your intestinal fortitude, your guts, if you will, your grit. And that, to me, entrepreneurship is all about how much are you willing to push to get what you want. And if it's something you truly believe in, then you just do it. And you accept the challenges. I kind of look forward to them. Even now, I have one school, how many more can I get? I have one store, how many more can I get? So there's all kinds of challenges with it. And it's a great way to have to think on your feet. I think Mike Tyson said something about the greatest plans kind of fail as soon as you get punched in the mouth. And entrepreneurship, I guess you got to be ready to be punched in the mouth and still move forward. So, but I love that challenge. So through VEP, there was a lady who spoke. Her name was Sue Malone. And through Sue, I met a gentleman out in New York who helps people like me. His name is Stephen Lindner. He was my, I guess, daily mentor if I needed him to be. But through Stephen, through Mr. Lindner, he taught at, I believe it was New York University for 20 plus years. And his favorite course to teach was growing and building and starting businesses. So he has a really strong background in that. And he actually doesn't teach anymore. What he does is he takes people like me and helps them go from the thought in your brain to business plan and out. So, but those connections is thanks to Sue Malone, who I think speaks there every year, and Stephen. It is in production. We have a factory outsourced right now in Asia that makes the product, and they ship it right now. I'm warehousing it myself, so I have a bunch in my basement. And again, that's one of the challenges is, should I pay somebody else to hold my stuff, or am I small enough at the moment to hold it myself? So, hopefully I get to the point where I'm too big and my basement is stuffed and I really need a warehouse type situation. But for right now, it works perfect for me. So I do have it in production and I'm shipping, weekly, so. If memory serves me correct, I'm getting older, I'm 51. So, but if memory serves me correct, I did some sort of, I was on Indeed, I think Indeed.com, and I did a Google search looking for like different lines of work that I might fit. And that came up and I filled out, applied basically. And lo and behold, I was one of the lucky ones who got, I think from what I recall, when I was accepted, they said there was a 2/3 failure rate, meaning for every 3 people that applied, 2 were told thank you, but no. So I was extremely lucky. I really think that the stars were shining in my direction, and I was just blessed to be able to get in.